EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And he can make a play himself, as we just saw there. That's a big day.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Run first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Play action. It's Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense and this play on offense.
Crisp play. I like that. Yeah, being it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early. Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Now a short one to Gesicki. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, 47 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Getting your back involved. Game.
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPhee. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On 1st and 10. Green play, setting it up for Mitchell. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw again is Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And they bring up 2nd. Jackson from the shotgun. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Here's Jones. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Moss. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Pulled in at the 24. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A nice run there on 1st down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. He juked him. He's to the 15. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Jackson now. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open left side is Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for them there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining 1st quarter of play. Burrow on play action. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 39. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line as they've got it as we resume action. They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Marcus Williams from his safety spot making a nice play.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Let's rock and roll, baby. We gotta be big time.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done a job moving the ball through the air. Secondary and picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Running left, it's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Jackson's throw brought in here by Bateman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here. And they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to the 32. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That is caught. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He's still on his feet, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Moss. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Moss once more. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambled for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers.
inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. And Jackson throwing once more. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are back within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Tucker with the extra point, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Going for Barton, and he's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So, get some oxygen. Can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now 2nd and 5. Throwing again, it's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. And McPherson on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, from the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes. Almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Oh, the motion comes too late. Now this is going to be a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Again, it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Out to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. An inside give, Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third and goal. Burrow. Touchdown Bengals! From 6 yards away. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he gets this only to the 4, enough for the 1st. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Jones on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens offense back out there. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught on the move past the 40 and all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Jackson on 1st down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just in there, and that's getting us to a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, they'll start out with Moss. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again here with Moss. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
They'll run here with Moss. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Zach Moss with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals head here in the 4th quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Don't stop that motor. I got you, baby. Play it to the whistle. Do it. Bring it. Go.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Returning it, Hill. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Mark Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 71 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Burrow. He's got Burton here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Burrow's throw here taken in by Gesicki. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Let's ride, dog.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
On 2nd down, Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that went to the right side and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
I'm one, right?
Moss on the give up the middle.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down and 6. Right back to Moss.
And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.